Welcome back, everybody, to the Crows of Judgment stream. How are you all doing today? Wow, we have had so much drama today on two fronts, and it's got nothing to do with today's stream. Well, a little bit. I'll talk about it in a little bit. But give me just 1 second. There's something I need to get done for the channel. And okay, we are good. Let's go in. I just want to pull up the stream, make sure my audio is coming in clear. You guys can let me know if there's any issues. I've tried to change a couple settings onto the mic. That way it doesn't do any sort of like crackling or anything if I get a little bit too loud. If it does, I can turn down the volume on it. But, oh, wow, we got a big audience. Hey, everybody. Oh, man. Sen, get your trap ass in here. We need you. Oh man. Okay, so we are going to be reacting to the Narrator stream, and then I want to talk about Prisonmate Luke because it's kind of a situation that it didn't fly entirely under my radar. It was something that I just couldn't find the time to actually talk about. And Sen was probably one of the best channels to watch in terms of that man and the stupidity that he was pushing out on people. There was also a situation I want to talk about involving a YouTuber called Just Stop and this other girl who were trying to expose the garbage that Prisonmate Luke was doing. And they then got called out for defending a pedo. So I felt really bad for them because look, I remember when I did some content in regards to RSN, right? Real Stream News. And, you know, look, I told everybody, if you want to call him a creep, okay? If you want to say that you find him, you know, deplorable, if you want to call him a degenerate, right? Those are opinions, those are fair. But when I said, like, the dude is not a rapist, this girl who accused him has recanted, the police have looked into it. This girl said, please stop saying this about him. They've been on streams together since. And you still have individuals who call him a rapist. I said, that's not right. I find that absolutely disgusting and deplorable. And so then I immediately got called a rape defender, or rape apologist, or whatever the fucking word they used. So yeah, very, very, very upsetting for me. But you know, it's... Oh, man. What are we... Oh, hold on. Hey, Sen. Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Hey, is this working?
Yeah, it's working.
All right, cool. I'm trying StreamYards on the phone this time, and it's quite an experience. I got to tell you that. Oh boy.
Do we have a celebrity in here?
Oh yeah, that's Just Stop. You can see it. It's verified.
Oh shit. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Okay. All right. I got to talk about this situation since Just Stop's actually in the chat right now. He went with this Haley girl, right? I think that you saw it because there was a community post that you put on your channel. Let me see if I can find that.
By the way, Just Stop. Are you 16 or like how old are you? Because I know you're a minor, but I don't know if you're 16 like Harley TBS.
Well, I just got to say real quick, I actually really like Just Stop's videos on, was it Butch Hartman or Dan Hartman? The dude who made Fairly Odd Parents. His videos
Butch
on that guy are, Butch Hartman, his videos on that guy are fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Those are the cartoons I used to really like, so. Finding out what a piece of shit that guy is was great.
Oh yeah, he is a piece of shit, totally. He's also a grifter and a con man. Apparently.
Oh, see, the whole, like, what was it? The streaming service that he fucking started up. That was great.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Here, let me share the screen here because the person that made the account deleted their account on Twitter, right? So there's no way of actually pulling it up anymore. But you did a community post about it, right? So let me read this out. Luke, telling people that two 16-year-olds are driving individuals to go off themselves. At Prisonmate Luke, what is actually wrong with you? LOL, holy F. So his statement was, you do realize what Just Stop and Harley did, right? How they gaslight butchered this situation and then put it on me.
Buddy, so much self-projection. It's unreal.
Oh, the feels. I feel for this person. Fucking idiot, dude. Holy fuck. So the person that was being accused by Prismate Luke, right? To my understanding, they were in a Discord server. I think what they did was probably just irresponsible because they had shared some NSFW stuff in there. And that was pretty much it, right?
Yeah,
like,
from my knowledge, yeah.
And don't get me wrong, like, I criticized Narrator for doing the same thing, but it was in conjunction with all the other stuff going on with minors, right? The 15-year-old he was stalking on Twitter, the 13-year-old he was sending self-harm images to, the fact that he openly acknowledged that he knew half the Discord server he was in contained minors, and he just kept sharing it no matter how many times he was asked to stop, right?
Yep.
This other individual, he put some NSFW chat stuff in there. They engaged with the other person. He never verified age. That is irresponsible, right? But Prismate Luke, the absolute genius that he is, then accused this guy of being an actual pedo, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, like, you got to have something more than that. You have to have something more than that.
Yeah, so, it's not the first time Luke's butchered a story or two because he's known to, I don't know, I saw Just Stop's videos on this and I'm like, oh, thank God somebody actually stood through the torture to verify this, because I've always wondered and I've always noticed Luke seems like he takes certain things a little, like, they're out of context, they don't seem right, they don't sit well with me, so then I do a little more research and I'm like, it was probably just a misstep. But no, he actually does this quite frequently. So that's crazy. It's crazy to me that, you know, he does this. I don't know if he's doing it willingly or just you know, flopping. I don't know, but it's fucked. It's really fucked.
Oh, dude, absolutely.
Especially when you're handling cases like this, right? Like, serious allegations, because that's what he does. He handles these types of serious allegations, and that's where you can't afford to butcher something up.
Yeah, like, look, at the end of the day, it seems like lately, and I don't know if this is something more recent with Prismate Luke, right? But I've noticed lately, I would say probably within the past 2 years, it's become a very big thing to, like, expose the pedos, right?
Yeah.
And I think we criticize Keemstar because his channel has basically become that, right? And in regards to, like, the Narrator situation, I was surprised Keemstar, like, will not comment on it, but I was told by the person who put the Google Docs together on Narrator, Keemstar actually reached out to them saying, like, he was interested in talking about it, and then just completely kept his mouth shut, but instead decided to talk about a YouTuber with like 4,000 subs being in a Call Me Carson situation. And I was like, I was like, what?
Yeah, your priorities seem a little off. Like, that's another thing that I pointed out in today's video. So Luke likes to go after the pedophiles, right? There was this guy who was an openly admitted map, and I don't know if you know what that is, Crow. A map is basically...
I know exactly what they are.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, so that thing, right? So that's what he was, openly. And people gave Luke this information because obviously it's weird, it's creepy, and this guy is in the Yandere Dev community where a lot of kids are, right? So you would think Luke would cover this.
Yandere Dev?
Okay, Yandere Dev...
is that idiot still around?
Oh, no. Well, he is. Yes, he's a grifter, and he's making, surprisingly, still a decent amount of change. But the community itself, there's like an anti-Yandere Dev community that criticize Yandere Dev all the time, and then there's the pro-Yandere Dev community. It's still a community, and they still have a lot of kids there. So this guy was in that community, right? His name was Loki Savage. Now, the funny thing is, again, Luke was made aware of this guy. His open, I think he had a case as well. Right, he had all this baggage, all this history that was like pretty much a sure thing, and it was handed to him, and he just completely neglected it, didn't want to report on it, for whatever reason. And I mean, one would assume, oh, it's a small channel, maybe, right? You give him that pass, otherwise it's like, what are you doing? But now Luke is going after one of this kid who's 16, and he has like less than 10,000 subs. So it's like, well, you have no problem going after small channels, obviously, but you need the right incentive to do so. Because the reason he's going at this kid is for the pettiest shit ever, right? His priorities are all over the place. It's wrong. It's stupid.
Well, I mean, maybe it's the fact that, it's someone who's so small, he can just get away with, taking a bat to the back of their head and, they won't be able to defend themselves from, his channel. Like, I don't like the argument of punching down, right? Because, look, if you do something wrong, you should be criticized for it. But I have to say, right, it seems like on a slow news day, what's easier than targeting a much, 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 much smaller channel and just like bashing them over the back of the head, knowing that they can't defend themselves from anything. Like, you don't even need to, like, he doesn't have any hard evidence of anything like this person's actually doing with minors, right? Knowingly or otherwise, no, like private conversations, not even like flirting, right? Knowingly with minors, nothing like that, right? But he can go after this guy who's a lot smaller than him and just, slow news day, I need some fucking content, whip out the bat and just clock this guy.
So the guy that he went after, the small creator, he made 2 videos on, by the way, both of which are almost like an hour, right? They each they equivalent to an hour.
Oh my god.
Well, what's up?
I was gonna say, well, at least Keemstar's drama alert only focused on the kid for like 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, no, this guy is a piece of work. He made 2 videos that are almost an hour long, right, together on the same fucking kid, right? So this kid, right, says, I think he made it public that Luke might have messed something up and then he's going to call him out or, just try to correct him or whatever. Luke hears about this and he starts planning an exposed video on this kid whose main arguments are, oh, he's a clout chaser and he's very obnoxious. Okay. That was basically his argument, right?
Well,
and then,
well,
but then, yeah, he did. I saw.
Can we get out the crucifix? Fucking cloud chaser, get the fucking crucifix out. You got some spare nails, then? You have some spare nails?
So dumb.
Get this guy up. We'll just like let him bake in the sun. Fucking hell, man.
His arguments were really bad, and yes, I did actually see both of his videos. They were atrocious. The second one, though, he's seen the up the ante because I think he realized how retarded. I'm sorry, I used that word. How slow his first arguments were.
We call it the big R word or remedial. Okay. You only have to use remedial. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
He realized how remedial his initial arguments were, so then he upped the ante and shifted it to, oh, you guys, because of what you did, you made these people contemplate suicide. And he literally said this in the video, Crow. It wasn't even just a screenshot that I found. It wasn't even just that.
My calls on. I'm gonna need to be a little bit more.
Bro, I got the timestamp for these people, and I'm like,
oh, you do?
Did you guys? Yes, did you guys? I put it in my video too. I'm like, I told these guys, did you guys not watch his second video before wanting to defend this guy? He literally said 2 kids, right, made this person want to commit suicide, right?
Oh, what a beautiful gentleman. I gotta highlight this. Sad. Sorry, I've had this comment pulled up. Just Stop said it's funny because Luke has lost subs while Harley has gained subs. See, you have the timestamp for the Prismate Luke video?
Yeah, so it's his second video, and it's at the 28-minute, 40-second mark.
Well, let's go ahead and watch that.
Second video is called Harley TBS Gets Even Scummier. That one.
Oh, my God. Oh, wait, YouTube Scummiest Clout Chaser? Aw, poor baby.
That's the first one. That was fucking stupid.
Jesus.
What are you thinking, bro?
Oh, my God. Okay, all right. Okay. 30 fucking minutes on this person. Sorry, you said 22 minutes?
No, 28-minute, 40-second mark.
All right, hold on. Let me go. I have the shittiest mouse in the world, so exact timestamps are the worst for me. I got 28 and 22. We'll just have to sit through an extra 18 seconds of this guy.
We can go through that.
Okay. Let's switch it over, turn on the audio. What a piece of shit.
Once done YouTube account. I've done YouTube because it's been one of my dreams of an audience that I can make smile. That's why I make content. So please don't try and turn my content and my channel that I put so much passion and time into some kind of clout move. Thank you.
5 years for you to invalidate victims and make one of them want to commit suicide. But what a legacy you have, Harley. Really
Yep.
impressive.
Told you.
What a bitch.
What a piece of shit. Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm telling you right now, the standards for victims, and look, I'm sorry, but you know, I look, putting kids' safety first, right? That has to be a priority for everybody, absolutely. But I'm not going to remove all agency from teenagers, right? The Chris Chan situation, a teenager fucked with that guy hardcore fucked with that guy, right? That was a teenager, okay? Just Stop, right? Teenager.
Yeah.
Runs a very successful YouTube channel, right? I know people don't like Turkey Tom very much, except for you, Sen, big Turkey Tom fan.
Oh, sure.
But let's be honest,
Definitely.
like, you know, same thing. Successful YouTube channel from when he was, what, 17? Right?
Yeah.
Augie started before he turned 18. You know, I'm not going to pretend like teenagers are like infants, right? They're not, okay? So when this person goes into this Discord server and, you know, engages with that individual, look, obviously it's on the I think it's the Lexit something is his name.
Yeah.
Look, it's on him to verify the age, 100%. But it's not like Lexit approached this individual, right, knowing that they're a minor, and said, "Share some porn with me, or I'll tell your parents."
Sounds like something Narrator would say.
Fucking ASMR, right?
Yeah.
It's not like this person went up to a teenager knowing that they're a teenager, right? Knowing that they're a minor, and, you know, force this on them, abuse them, nothing of that nature. So why the fuck are you calling them a victim, right? I'm done with this bullshit, because the term victim is just being stretched out to this stupid fucking level, right? The Call Me Carson situation, Sam was a
victim. Yeah,
I'm like, Sam was 2 months from turning 18 in a relationship with someone who's less than a year and a half older than her. That's it's so fucking annoying. It's so fucking annoying. But, you know, you delegitimize actual victims who've actually been abused, right? Actually been taken advantage of. The mini lad situation. Fuck, Narrator's 13-year-old who he sent self-harm images to and talked about his depression with. And then when they found out that they were 13, continued the engagement with them for at least another few months until they got all pissy about their boyfriend. That, to me, is like... sending the self-harm images to someone who's 13, that's abusive to me. That's abusive to me.
That's
and
weird.
Even then, I would say, like, you know, victim, maybe, right? Especially with the type of content that you're engaged with that person. But no, this is not. This is the biggest fucking nothing that I've ever fucking seen, right?
Yeah. The thing with Luke is, though, he has a history of trying to fucking be a little, like, I've noticed he's a little too hyperbolic with shit, or I don't know if that's part of his character, if he actually believes this shit. But, like, I made this comparison in the past, or this, like, analogy. It's like the way, like, some of his points come off, because I've watched multiple videos of him. I've tortured myself. And the way some of his arguments come off is as if he wants to just say at some point, if you're 20 years old and you play a game like Persona 5, you're a pedophile or something like that. Because, so the thing with Luke is like, you know these anime chicks, right, with the bodies that actually have bodies? Okay, I'm going to fixate on the fact that they're 16 years old, because a lot of anime has, like, high school chicks or whatever, right? Yeah. But Luke wants to fixate on the age more so than, like, the actual image, you know? So Luke is going to say, basically saying you can't like anime past the age of 18 or past your legal age. Because if you do, or if you sexualize those characters, then you're a pedo in his book. from his opinion or his point of view for what it seems. And he just doesn't say that for some reason. I have a theory as to why he doesn't say that.
Okay. Well, I got Luke
You
on
get what I'm
something.
saying?
I do, but then I got Luke on something, right? What if it's an anime, right? Because they exist. They fucking exist. These characters exist, right? They're a fucking lolicon, right? Body of a goddamn child, but they're like 1,000 years old, right? I mean, come on,
well,
Luke.
Luke wouldn't be able to
Come on,
fixate
Luke.
on the age at that point. He has to fixate on the body, but then that works against him because I thought his main thing was the age thing, right? So then it's like, his argument isn't very soundproof. So he might as well just say all anime fans are like, I don't want to associate with. But he doesn't do that because, like, some of his fans are actually anime fans. Like, I'm sure they have mutuals with Hirohei or something around there. Right, and Hirohei is like is an anime channel, and he has quite a few 20-year-olds that still watch anime in there, right?
Hey! I'm 30 and I still watch Hirohei, so shut up.
Yeah, I'm saying there you go, Luke's. My point is, Luke's
I'm my Dragon Ball
is flawed,
t-shirt.
bro. My point is, Luke's logic is flawed, and I just if a man can back up his logic, like, because it's just so fucking flawed, and he doesn't want to debate, and he doesn't want to do anything, and when he's challenged on his arguments, he doesn't do anything. Like, he's not good at this shit, Crow. He's just not.
Mean, it doesn't sound like it. Actually, speaking of Hirohei, totally unrelated point. I am excited to see Hirohei talk about the Justice League Ruby joint comic book.
What the fuck? That's a thing?
It's a thing.
Oh,
it's an actual thing. Dude,
DC
is such a trash fire right now. They're desperate for anything, and they for some reason feel like jumping on the Ruby train after it's lost almost all relevancy. I mean,
yes, it kind of makes sense though, just because Ruby is like westernized anime in a way, kind of.
Yeah, I guess. But I'm excited to see him cover that, and I want him to cover it with Yellow Flash and Tug there, because that's gonna be fucking hilarious.
That'd be interesting,
dude. That'd be great. That would be absolutely great. Okay, so I don't mean to go off point there. It's just I'm waiting to pitch that idea, a stream with those three talking about the Ruby Justice League comic. All right. So look, my thing with Luke is, it's one thing to say that you find this person irresponsible, right? And that they should own up to what they've done and everything, right? And I'd be like, okay, I mean, look, that's fair. It's a fair criticism. Do I think it's content for your video? Absolutely not, right? I don't think anyone's interested in that in terms of YouTube video, but put it on your channel, right? If you feel it's worthy of fair criticism, go for it. But instead, that's not enough content, so he's got to fucking throw this guy under the bus and call him a fucking Pedrophile, if you understand the meaning. Yeah. They're basically pedos with sombrero hats. And when Ori gets in here, he's gonna fucking hate me. I'm gonna just spam Ludicolo images at him all night.
Is Ori coming?
Yeah, no, he'll be on later. He's working.
Okay.
Yeah, so look, it's annoying to see that shit. It's annoying to see that shit because if there's something more there, maybe wait, right? Maybe you have something else and maybe put it all together. Instead, he rushes this shit out and it's an absolute joke. So Just Stop and Harley, right, are looking at it going well, this dude's a small channel, right? He's absolutely being crushed by Luke, who's just maligning him. And to be fair, I've seen maybe it was the Oreo, maybe it was somebody else in commentary. I cannot remember off the top of my head. But they played this video from Luke, and they were just, they were just fucking going at him because he's calling this dude a fucking pedo and shit. It's ridiculous. It's stupid, right? It makes absolutely no sense. But he's totally comfortable doing it. And then he doubles down with another video. So Just Stop and Harley come together and they're trying to help this guy out, right? Because look, yes, it is probably a little bit of an emotional stress and burden to be blasted out as a pedo by a channel with how many subs does this guy have?
Over 100,000.
Yeah, 145K subs. That's a nice little dog pile that you can start on someone, right?
Oh yeah, and his fans already got his fucking that Harley Kids account suspended or something like that. I think it was suspended. They fucking reported his ass. It was a lot of fucking. Okay, so people were gonna be like, "Well, how do you know that it was Luke's fan?" Well, there were a lot of Luke fans that weren't happy with Harley throughout
I
the
don't know,
days
maybe
after he
prison
made his
mate Luke
video.
going out there and saying that this person pushed someone into, seppuku
Suicide.
tendencies.
Yeah, I mean that could do something, right?
Okay,
A
okay,
little
look.
bit, maybe a
You can
little
say
bit.
seppuku, you can say self-delete, but you
Self
can't say
delete. You
the
just delete us.
suicidal. You
How
can't say
about
suicidal.
how about you just delete us?
I can't do that. I
Why?
can't do that to you, Seth. I can't do that. But look, yeah, I mean, look, who else is going out at Harley like that, right? Who else is going to
Yeah.
mass flag Harley like that? And don't get me wrong, I've heard some stuff about Harley, and this is not me maligning their reputation. I've heard that they've done some stupid shit themselves, right?
Yeah,
But
but
at the end of the day, right, their
yeah.
account gets taken down shortly after Luke is doing these videos on them and telling them that they're pushing a victim into
Mhm.
seppuku, right?
Yeah, it's nothing. Also, another thing is like, despite all the blunders Harley has had, it's nothing to the extent of what Luke's making it out to be. Like, Luke is making it out to be like, Harley is like this really evil, malicious person that's playing like 3D chess with everybody and just lining them up to fall, right? But he's not. He's just a fucking dumb kid that makes impulsive decisions. He wants to be a somebody, right? Maybe he could be a little obnoxious, but that's the most that you can say, and that's really not something to cancel someone over, right?
Yeah.
It's not. I've seen
No.
so much worse.
I mean, yeah, look, again, if you want to criticize Harley for the stuff that they've done, right, and point out, like, look, young, immature, and you've done some stupid things, that's all fucking fair, right? That's all fucking fair, right? But instead, you've got this, like, fucking axe to grind because they're rightfully calling you out and pointing out the degenerate bullshit that you're up to, right? And labeling someone as a pedo when they're clearly not, right? They're clearly fucking not. And you're doing multiple videos on them. They're a small channel. And as you've already said, they were informed of this other person who's a self-identified map. And that to, Prison Mate Luke is just like, I mean,
I'm going to look the other way over it. You know who actually ended up exposing the map? It was actually Harley, funny enough. I went over that in my video too. I'm like, it's funny that the guy that Luke is trying to cancel literally exposed the guy Luke didn't want to fucking cancel for whatever fucking reason, even though he had plenty of evidence to go on. And Luke has used like much more minimal evidence for other people, like various times. So it baffles me as to why he never did that.
I mean, is there any type of beef between Prison Mate Luke and this Lexit person?
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised, but whatever.
I'm just curious because it just seems very.
It would be interesting because then you could establish like a pattern behavior source that Luke only goes after people that he has an axe to grind with, right? Or some connection to that.
Well, I mean, look, we got two videos on Harley. One's 16 minutes, one's 33 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Calling Harley someone who's pushing someone to, seppuku. Accused Just Stop of doing the same thing. Some absolute fucking reject on Twitter. Tags Just Stop and Harley, right? And tries to say that they're they are siding with a predator.
A predator, yep.
Yeah.
That's how he wanted to frame it. That's how Luke wants to frame things.
Yeah, so that's a malformed audience right there. That's an absolutely malformed fucking audience.
And I think the thing that really pisses me off about this guy is when he's confronted about this, right? I think he's like, well, it's just my opinion. It's on the audience to believe me or not. Like he literally wants to deny any responsibility, and it's so funny. And it's like I get the whole you're not responsible for your audience bit, but it's like Luke is he's an exception to me because he seems to be pushing very heavily for his audience to be involved in this in a way. This is just the feeling that I
when you're
get from
making
his
community
arguments.
posts and pointing out specific people and accusing them of those things, I mean, look, at the end of the day, Luke is not responsible for what his audience does. But to say that Luke doesn't have a very good idea of what his audience is going to do when he's accusing people of being pedros and shit like that, I mean, come the fuck on. Saying that these people are pushing people into suicidal, and I can't say, There are certain
You
words.
broke your own rule. You broke your own
I
rule,
stopped myself. I stopped myself.
Oh
God,
god.
dude, this whole situation is just so fucking dumb. But you can see like what a petty bitch he is because the Lexit stuff isn't working, right? So he's just focused to attacking this Harley kid.
Yep.
Hey, Aura, how you doing, buddy?
How's it going?
No, we're just ripping on Prismate Luke.
No, I
Yeah.
caught some of it. A little bit.
Did you like it?
Sure, dude. It's like it's definitely my cup. I was told to tell you that Chris Hansen's over party is trending.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, okay. Listen, guys, I just watched the video that John Swan put out, right? And the way that video ends is absolutely perfect, right? Because there's been plenty of implications of Chris Hansen, this anonymous Gene person, for a long time, right? There was Chris Hansen, the idiot that he is, the boomer that he is, the absolute malformed reject that he is,
The liar,
screenshotting his own fucking phone, where his most called contact is fucking anonymous Gene, right? But then it ends with one person, right, who anonymous Gene is attacking, right? Their father is being contacted by anonymous Gene, and at the same time, Chris Hansen's Facebook account hits them with like a follow, which is just come the fuck on, right? We're talking about like someone's father, right? Someone who doesn't have like massive social media presence, right? Doesn't like, and that's like, dude, Chris Hansen's such a fucking idiot. I swear to God.
Yeah, he is. I saw the John Swan video. It was it's pretty good. It was really good. Yeah.
Well, what I want to do is I want to wait like a day because I was thinking about it because I saw it pop up and I was like, well, do we want to talk about that tonight? And I think it's probably better to dedicate Wednesday's stream to going over that video.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm a fucking moron. There we go. Whoopsie doopsie. Okay, well, let me transition topics, just bringing up one quick thing about the Edwin situation that's been going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And look, at the end of the day, we did everything we could to handle that situation as responsibly as possible, right? We reached out to Edwin, okay? We didn't just fire up a live stream. We reached out to the guy. We talked with him, or I had a conversation with him ahead of time. Gave him every opportunity to respond. He knew exactly how we were going to be uploading the stream. Aura even showed him the thumbnail to let him, give his own thoughts on it. And the only thing he really had to say was our font was too small. And
he wasn't happy that we use a reoccurring picture of him either. But I'm not changing it. Dude, I'm not fucking changing it. He's too hard to edit out. At least with the time frame I'm given to give thumbnails.
Yeah. But I had a conversation with Edwin, and it was actually a good conversation. But I told him I wouldn't be like, I told him I'm not recording it. I'm not going to be talking about the things that he's told me or anything like that. But I'm just going to say it was a good conversation. And afterwards, there are certain things that I kind of feel like shit about, in the sense that I got dragged into somebody else's vendetta against Edwin, and I don't like that at all. The point of that stream was, first off, when I got those DMs, I thought that they were about Stephen A. Sarch, because I immediately went to Twitter and tweeted about how I got these DMs on Stephen A. Sarch, and he's talking with Vincent Nicotra's fucking sister, right? And all this other shit, right? I found out later it was actually Edwin that the DMs were with. That's why we stopped, reached out to Edwin, talked with him first. We then did the stream. And even during that stream, I saw like the person who comes off worse in those DMs is Stephen A. Sarch, right? And I think it's relevant to bring up that either Stephen A. Sarch lied to Edwin or he lied to everybody else. Either way, the guy's a fucking weasel, right? But those DMs do not prove anything about Edwin, right? It's a bad look. Don't get me wrong. But nobody would want their DMs being leaked out to people, right? Nobody wants their DMs, their private conversations being put out there into public. And it's very easy to spin a private conversation that you think is going to be off the record and everything, and just portray people in the worst possible light.
Yeah.
So Sen, I'm not trying to put you under fire or anything, but as someone who has been involved in cases where your shit's been leaked out there, the stuff that you thought was going to be private, you probably know better than anyone else that there's nothing you can do to change people's minds once they've decided that you are something. They don't care about the context.
Yeah.
They don't care that there's more involved there. They're just going to take what they can see and fucking run with it.
Oh yeah, I mean it's fucking annoying as fuck because it's like sometimes they don't even want the context if they already hate you or want a reason to hate you, right? So they're just like, oh no, we don't want the context. You're just this because we're gonna take this, this, and that, and we're gonna spin it to our favor. It's like at that point, like you can't fucking convince anybody, like everybody, that you're telling the truth or to look into things before jumping to conclusion. It's really fucking annoying. I hate people like that.
Yeah.
The one of the funny part is Sen came onto this channel to give the context of his DMs. Now that I thought about it.
So look, I gotta say, I said this on Twitter already. I told Edwin the same thing. I am not going to be covering anything in regards to his leaks at all. If he asked me to, right? And I told him if he asked me to, I'll take down that stream. Okay? Because I don't like being put into the middle of somebody else's stupid fucking vendetta. Right? It's cringy. It's dumb. The person that's doing it is doing it in a way where they know that there's nothing really hard on Edwin in those DMs, right? So instead, what they're going to do is leak things out selectively over the course of months, stress the guy out, try to keep dragging him and send it out to people that they think are going to just crucify Edwin for him. I'm not happy with the person named Deity, right? Because look, at the time when he had me come onto his stream and everything, I didn't realize just how bad the blood was between him and Edwin. And, he's regularly been firing up live streams because he keeps getting like this leak and this leak and this leak. I think, Aura, you were sent more leaks and you contacted...
Shut up.
Okay.
Don't say anything.
All right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyways, I made it clear to Edwin, if I get anything else sent to me about him, I'm going to send it to him immediately, right? I'm not going to be putting it on the channel. I'm not going to be wrapped up in this stupid fucking cringe ass drama. I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to be involved in it. Unless you can prove to me that this guy is, fucking kicking babies or molesting puppies or something equally fucking gruesome, then it's not going to be talked about here. Okay? That's not the purpose of this channel. And I feel like a fucking idiot for getting myself involved in it.
Yeah.
So
the thing with Edwin, I'll make one statement on Edwin though, and I think nobody's denying this. He's not good with confrontation or whatever. So if you're going at Edwin at this point in time or whatever, just be aware that you're going at a guy that really cannot deal with confrontation. It's more like an easy target at this point. So just think about that. And do you really want to go after an easy target? Like, come on now.
Well, I mean, I think about it like this, right? I think that the criticism on him has just been so fucking overblown. And even when I look at it and I say, okay, let's say I take every single thing people are saying as fact, right? And I give him no fucking defense. There are still fucking worse people out there with even larger platforms than Edwin. And I'm like, why am I being dragged down into this shit, right? And it's true.
Yeah.
I would say the clearest thing you can say about him not being the type of guy who can really handle the level of bullshit being thrown at him is, you have the Anisian leak call, right? Which, I mean, criticize him for the stuff that's in there, right? Absolutely. Okay. He knew he was being recorded and Anisian's a sack of human shit, right? So criticize him for that stuff, right? It's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. It's fair. My criticism for him was he should have never fucking got into a recorded private conversation with Anisian. Right? Criticize him for fucking falling into bed with Stephen A. Sarch and fucking Chris Hansen and trusting that they were going to keep their word. Right? Criticize him for that. But you got that going on. The Anisian leak. You have everything with the documentary. Right? People are going at him pretty fucking hard there. Jacqueline Glenn is breathing down his neck. And I'm not saying that her criticisms are unfair towards the guy. I'm just saying you got all that shit and then you have the fucking leaker sending out all of these private conversations. I looked at my DMs, right? And I was just looking at like regular conversations that I had with people. I was like, well, I mean, you could easily like spin that and make me out to be a fucking monster.
Yeah.
Imagine like the DMs where me and Aura like shit talking each other, and someone leaks those, and it's like, look at how he treats his friends.
He treats me like shit. Don't worry, Hookin, there's no why wait. Let's just get it over with now. You know, like.
So I'm like,
I hate that.
It's just it's not something that I really feel is relevant to any conversation. I don't feel like it's anything that is gonna. I don't think it's gonna change anyone's opinion, right? If you don't like Edwin, you're not gonna like Edwin, right? If you like Edwin, you're gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Okay, that's pretty much it. I don't have a strong opinion on the guy, and I'm not someone who wants to like hold grudges or engage in somebody else's vendetta for them. So look, I got played, I got used, right? I feel like a fucking idiot for it. I don't want to be engaged with it anymore. I don't want any more fucking DMs being sent to me. I don't want to show fucking any of his DMs on my fucking channel. And I'll put it out there. If Edwin at any point asks me to take the stream down, and I've told him this directly, I will take it down. Absolutely. I tried to handle it the best way that we could. It's already out there. I don't think taking it down really does anything at this point. But if he asks me to, out of respect, I will.
At least the Sarge looks like a fucking hypocritical piece of shit.
Oh, for
one
sure.
good thing.
Fuck a Sarge.
Fuck a Sarge, dude. I don't know
Fuck
why it's just Chris
Sarge.
Hansen. It should be Chris Hansen and
Who's
fucking
worse,
Steven
a Sarge
Sarge.
or Hansen? Which
A
one
Sarge,
is worse?
dude. I don't know. Actually, after like today's
Today's
you know,
video?
Hansen.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, look, I think the problem with Steven Asarch is he's a fucking weasel, right? And he's like, he has no real influence, right? He really doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay, but he wants to have influence. He wants to bring about change onto YouTube and onto other platforms. That's why, like, when the Deer Girl situation happened, right? He goes to Twitch, right? Follows the stories and writes an article defending Deer Girl, the psychopath who wants to, like, target channels and get them deplatformed because she has the power now. And again, I'm never going to let this go. And anytime I bring up that psychopath, I have to point out that this is a trans species deer person that also identifies as a female deer, but has antlers which only grow on a male deer. So on top of everything else, she's not even being biologically correct, which is wrong.
I don't think she knows that. I don't think they know that. The deer doesn't know that.
I don't think that they do either. It's literally like someone who wants to be a bunny person and is fucking shoving carrots down their goddamn throat.
Dude,
right?
that was one of the weirdest situations.
Carrots would actually kill a bunny because it's got too much fucking sugar in it. Sorry, I can't let that go. I can't. Like, if you're gonna be trans species, at least be fucking correct, right?
Well, it wasn't. Didn't she think she was a male deer? Dude, I don't know. That was the weirdest fucking thing. I don't know.
I'm just waiting for them to be a trans species woodpecker and repeatedly smash their face into a tree.
I got no comment. I got no fucking comment at all. I don't even know how to respond to that.
I know, right?
Did you get that because Senna's a woodpecker?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
I'm not even
like the avatar.
Why?
Yeah, but it should have been Senny the woodpecker.
Senny the woodpecker.
Yo, I was actually thinking about that, but you know, I don't know. I goofed. I was too like, I don't know. I gotta get in this fucking stream now. That's what I said.
I gotta highlight this comment.
Can I actually
Dear
change it?
Yeah, you can change it. Ugh.
Okay, so that's my stance on the Edwin situation, right? Like I said, I've talked with him. I told him I'm not. If anything gets sent to me, I'm sending it to him immediately. I'm not getting involved in that fucking drama. I'm not participating with any channel that wants to keep going over those DMs. I heard that he did a privacy strike on Deity, right? And I can kind of understand why, given that Deity is doing like 4-hour live streams daily on his leaks. But at the same time, I'm not in support of that either. I think that was a pretty bad move to do. I think it only makes it look like you got something to hide when you really, really, really do not. And it's just going to give that guy more ammunition. It got you triggered, and yeah, it's just a bad look. It's just a bad fucking look. But I don't. At the same time, I kind of understand why he did it. Right? I kind of understand why he did it.
I mean, dude, it's a rock and a hard place, but at the same time, like I actually reached out to him and I told him, I gave him the advice to like, just ignore it, take a big step back, and honestly ignore it the best you can, because like, going after anybody isn't really going to do you any favors. It's not going to do you any favors.
Yeah. And like, if you're someone who doesn't like Edwin, right? Criticize him on his content. Okay. That's who he is, right? That's him. That's his reputation. Criticize him on his content.
Yeah.
If you have to resort to going through massive amounts of leaked DMs, right, and try to paint this narrative and everything, I don't know, man. Like, I don't like low blows and bites, and that's so low. You're basically punching his fucking toes.
Yeah.
Steve's not. I don't think Steve's joining. He said he's too toxic for us right now, and I was like, come on, and
well, that's a shame, because I look, I understand Steve's position on Edwin, and we clearly don't see eye to eye on it. It's fine, right? Because look, you don't have to agree on everything.
Yeah.
But Ori, you were pointing something out to me, because he's been getting criticized by a lot of people in commentary for the
that's
tweet.
why he's not coming on. He's like, yo, I was made it in Tipster's video. I don't think you guys want me on. I was like, dude, I'm not gonna.
He made it on Augie too, I think.
Yeah, I watched both.
He made it on Augie's.
I saw that tweet he put out. I didn't necessarily like it, but you were giving me some context behind why he tweeted it.
No, I talked to him about it, and I was like, what's that about? And like, he made it very clear, like, he's not out to cancel Edwin. That basic tweet, I don't know if you even want to pull it up or give it attention, but I'm going to send you something that I got to find it now. Son of a bitch. He's been tweeting.
Well, I'll talk about it.
Talk about it while I find this.
Basically,
See, the thing is, I love Steve too, but like, I'm like you guys on this whole. Actually, I think I'm more in favor of Edwin than being in the middle ground, because I literally do not. Like, I don't see it. Like, I don't really care. Maybe I'm just like, who cares? It's just not the worst thing in the world. Like, calm down, everybody. Right? I just don't get it. I don't get it.
No, yeah, yes, and I actually brought up one of your dispositions with the whole like DM leaking thing. So he was explaining to me the reason for the deity tweet is he's adding more context to deity's tweet, and he's like, this is more examples of it. It's not just some random picture, right? But I just sent you something that like no one's really paying attention to.
It's on Twitter in the private chat.
I put it on. I sent it to you in Discord, so that way you don't leak our private shit anymore.
But leaking your private.
Do you remember when you did an early video and you leaked our entire fucking Dropbox and shit?
Oh my gosh, dude, that was when I first started on YouTube, and I felt like such an asshole. So leave me alone.
It was me and Broly, and we were sending you like Dropbox material, and like you leaked our entire fucking Dropbox, trying to make us some fucking YouTube, how to be a star.
Yeah, I remember that. It was one of my little. That's what we used to do, like little skit videos.
Yeah,
but they were so low quality and trash, and my microphone was terrible. My audio sucked. And my lighting was awful.
You used to call it weird. You had like 2 intros.
Okay, first off, that's because I couldn't decide between which intro I wanted.
Yes, I know. I remember.
Okay.
I made them both.
Thank you. Maybe next time only make me one. You know how indecisive I am.
I told you to pick one. Anyway, go ahead.
Don't throw this in my face, sir.
Just do the fucking thing.
Okay. So this was the tweet by Deity. What, why, how? So I've seen this tweet come up in the YouTube videos, right? Why on earth would you wear this shirt? Why? How in the hell can you celebrate the murder of millions? Yada, yada, yada. I think it's a dumb tweet because people pointed out it's like a T-shirt from like a band.
Which
right?
I wouldn't know,
Well, a lot of people, people have provided the context for that and shown the band's name and everything. Mm-hmm. I don't know the name of the band, but according to them, Edwin went to a concert, got the T-shirt at the concert, and that was it, right? Like, I don't think anything was there intentional, right? But Steve did send this, right? Real questions, but guys, everyone used to drop the N-bomb. Doesn't mean Edwin's a racist. Maybe he should have thought of this before accusing Dasha of being anti-Semitic.
And that's the context that Steve was talking about. Like, it's hypocritical. So his point was to point out hypocrisy. And I don't think his quote tweet conveyed that the best. And no one's seeing that tweet.
Yeah, they'll take it as they want it and then use it for their shit and frame it how they want it to be.
Exactly. And like Steve says right there, he's not a fucking racist.
Yeah, which
He needs to. Steve needs to
fair,
realize that.
Steve should have tweeted this out underneath the tweet that he put out. Yeah, he should have done that. Okay, because people clearly didn't see that, or if they did see it, they decided, fuck this guy.
Look at the traction. No one saw it. Just look at the traction his quote tweet got. It's like 50 quote tweets. Like,
yeah. But look, I fucking Steve, man.
He's like everyone hates me.
Again, I still like him, right? I still like Steve, but I even tell him straight up, like, what the fuck is this dude? Like, well, if you're gonna do it, then okay. I mean, whatever, we can disagree, but it's like, I personally think it's really dumb because I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing why this is necessary at all. It's like, okay, Edwin's a hypocrite, but like, is he a malicious hypocrite? Is he getting people like, seppuku'd? Is he putting false allegations on people to an extent where they're going to actually, something bad's going to happen to them? And there's one instance, but I do believe that was cleared up, and I'm inclined to actually believe that, just based on the fact that it had, like, Augie actually confronted said person. And I more or less got the full context because it came from the person's words itself. And I'm like, okay, I get what this is.
I got to bring up the other tweet, right? Because he made the quote tweet putting out all these statements from fucking Edwin, right? With that he was saying like, oh, well, they hit the anti-Semitic stuff, right? Yeah. And like all but one were not, all but one, right? Only one of those could have been seen as being anything close to anti-Semitic. The rest were just like fucking stupid tweets, right? Mm-hmm. That are not anti-Semitic in any way, shape, or form. Yeah. But someone then pointed out they're like this you or something, and it's a tweet that he directed at someone where he called them the the slur for the alphabet people. And I'm being careful here because I can't say either word because even
replace the A with an I. Replace the A with an I.
Yeah. Guy.
What?
Yeah.
Guy. Replace the A with an I, it becomes Guy.
Okay, cool.
Nobody's gonna get that. We're trying to say.
Okay. Anyways.
The
reason why he had tweeted that, he was calling somebody who was harassing somebody that was crippled, right? Like the whole context behind it. I don't know it as well as you do.
It's Young Crip. I don't know if you guys know him. He's friends with Ricky Burrick.
No, I know Ricky Burrick, but not his other friends.
All right, just pretend it's Ricky Burrick. It's the same kind of context, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, so they were harassing that person. He called that person harassing him the slur,
the word,
right?
Yeah.
And I think that most people would have been okay with that, but in the context, here's the thing: when you put out a tweet like that, you're missing your context for it. They pull up a tweet about you with no context, and everyone looks stupid, right? I mean, it's pretty clear here. Steve is not saying that he's anti-Semitic. He's just saying it's hypocritical because he's accused other people of it. I get that, and that's fair criticism and everything.
He didn't convey it as well as he should have.
No, he definitely didn't, and I think he should probably just, I think maybe he should just upload a video talking about the situation, just bring that up, right? Like. He's getting a ton of hate and everything, but I don't think it's really warranted. I don't agree with the quote tweet that he put out there only because it should have been worded so much fucking better, right? To actually portray what you're trying to get across. Because, there are people in commentary are absolutely locking arms around Edwin. I understand why, right? It's their friend and everything. They see you with your quote tweet.
I mean, they're going to defend their friend. I'm going to defend mine. And that's the way I'll put it.
Yeah.
Like, I know they don't really agree with him. I don't really agree with the way he handled it. I talked to him about it, and I was like, we had a discussion. He gave me a lot of like clarity, context to the stuff. Cause that's the thing. Like, if anyone sends me anyone else's DMs, expect me to go to the person and asking if they're even like real. Okay. Like, that's all I'm going to say about that as well. So, like, that's the thing. I like to go out and make sure I know what the hell is going on. Like, and Steve has gotten yelled at all day by friends and people who hate him and people who like him alike.
Hey, Rev, look, honestly, Steve's a good friend of ours. So seriously, shut the fuck up. Like, I like you too, buddy, but no.
No, I think
Steve-
he's trolling.
Steve-
Don't
Yeah,
even.
yeah.
Don't even.
I
don't
hope
even
he's
leave Red
trolling.
alone.
I hope he's trolling, but look, honestly, I'm not okay with the thing that Steve put out there, and I'm also not okay with people taking Steve out of context
Well, no,
and trying to portray him as like actually accusing him of calling Edwin something that he's not.
no, dude. Fucking, I love Steve, dude. I spoke with him for like an hour or longer. I had to go back to work. I was,
Yeah.
I showed him my video
Hey,
that I
him,
was defending
you know?
Edwin.
Like,
and
I would never
told him
fucking,
I
like,
used all
Steve.
your points against you.
Yeah, no,
So,
look, at the end of the day, Steve is
won't.
always Steve is always welcome on this channel. If he ever wants to pop up onto a stream for any fucking reason.
Steve does a lot of good shit behind the scenes that no one knows about, and he doesn't even take credit for.
He's
so.
a fun guy. I like him. He's a fun guy. He really
He's
is.
honestly one of the nicest people. It's just, when he gets on Twitter, he just has this like way of pissing everybody off.
Yeah, it's just YouTube shit, man. It's it is what it is. But
Well, it's Twitter. People shit post on Twitter all the time. Like I shit post things on Twitter all the fucking time. Right? I'm sure it's not that hard to take something I said on Twitter completely out of fucking context and just absolutely fucking nail me across the head with it. I mean, it's not hard. It's
Steve,
not hard.
you're watching. Come on, bro. I want you on here. I want you on here. So
yeah. I mean, fuck. I booked Narrator for Steve's show, bro. Like, that's how much I love him.
yeah.
Adios, you could have all that. Take it.
So speaking of Narrator, okay, because I want to jump into talking about that. And hold on. Someone wants me to react to this first, so let me react to it first. Because you sent this to me earlier, and I didn't have a chance to watch it before stream.
Make sure you. Yeah, I was gonna say easy with the music.
Ah, fuck.
I have no idea if it'll get like copyrighted or not.
It probably will.
Yeah.
I mean, I could do hookah over the sound of the music the entire time, and, like really lower the audio. Oh god damn it! I hate fucking copyright because it's clearly fucking fair use, right? It should be. It fucking should
Maybe, dude. I don't know. I don't know how fair it is.
Okay, look, there you go. Con Order, Law and Order parody. As soon as the music plays, I'm going to stop it.
System, internet-based offenses are considered really, really, really heinous. On YouTube, there's a squad dedicated into investigating these douchebags that roam the internet, known as Call and Order. These are their stories.
Oh, God. The photo for Steve.
Yeah. No, everyone's in here. It's great.
Oh, man. Is John in here?
Yes.
Oh, Sen's in here. Sen made the video.
Wait, I'm in here?
Yeah.
You're in here. Kayla's in here.
Oh, shit, I'm there. Hello.
Poor Dick. Ah, dude, I love you. Lucifer. John made it.
Yeah.
Hell of an image for John, too.
Fully pound. We need his clout.
Yeah, I know, it wouldn't be possible. There's Jess.
Jess, Deep Humor.
Yep, Deep Humor.
Miles Edgeworth.
I don't know who that is. It's like, I was like, who's that?
Aw.
Nick Ricade.
Nick Ricade is the only lawyer here, dude.
And then should be Drexel next. Yep, Drex. There's Drex.
Oh shit, Drex.
I remember that fucking mask. Dude, that mask was such a fucking... Jasmine hated that thing. Jasmine fucking hated that thing. She saw me wearing it one day. I was like, take that shit off right now.
I don't know why. That's your persona. You used to have a crow head.
Oh yeah,
that was
Mr. Broly. Is Broly in there?
That was my
Well, yeah, BPM Broly already made it.
Nice.
He was like the third slot.
Oh, he was? Oh shit, let me go
nice.
back. He's coming back soon, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, there we go. BPM Broly. Oh, dude, he's got a good photo.
I made him send me a selfie for this. I was like, yo, give me a selfie. Vic is doing something. I don't know what it is.
All right, hold on. I'm sorry, buddy. I want to play the whole thing. I'm giving a like on it. I'm going to drop it in the chat, and I'll put it in the Discord server as well if you haven't already. Yeah, but my new setup's a lot nicer than my old setup. You can clearly tell that the office space is much more spacious.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh dude, I got to move all my stuff into my work office too. Like my actual office at work, they're like personalize it because it makes it look like very too professional. So take out all the brochures and everything and put up photos of your wife. I was like, okay, I mean, I guess.
Yeah. Did you show the rest of the DMs with Steve and like why?
Oh, you want me to this
context or no?
You want me to show the entire thing?
Well, like just the context of it, like he's like, you're making fun of a crippled person. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Hold on. There we go. So this is where he calls them the thing. So this guy's tweets have all been deleted. And he goes, yeah, like calling people with disabilities burdens. Gotcha. So that's what it was, right? Mm-hmm. That's why he was calling him that thing, right? I think everyone would agree with that statement, calling someone that when they're calling people with disabilities burdens and shit.
Yeah. Oh, and the other thing is they tried to use it against him, something about Trudeau, that he's mad that Trudeau apologized for the Holocaust. He's like...
Wait, why would Trudeau apologize for the Holocaust?
That was his big problem with it. He's like, Trudeau, why the hell are you apologizing for the Holocaust? This is Canada. Like, fucking, what the fuck are you doing? So that's the context that's like, that people are trying to like throw at him and shit. So since he ain't here, I'm speaking on his behalf.
Steve's sleeping right now, actually.
I don't know.
Damn it.
Wait, I don't see the thing about Trudeau in here.
He didn't send that to me, but he told me about it.
Okay. Well, I mean, look, it's stupid. It's so fucking stupid. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what else you want me to say beyond that. Yeah. Okay. Now I want to talk about the narrator stuff. Okay, because we're an hour in, and we have a bunch of timestamps. So let me get those pulled up. Somebody sent me some additional timestamps, and a lot of those seem to link up with what we were going to be talking about today. So let's. Let me get to my timestamps, which are all in our chat. Oh wait, well, hold on. Before that, there is something important. I think it's more important than anything else that we're talking about tonight. Forget he or she. Godzilla is a gender-neutral icon.
Fuck that.
Really?
Dude, I don't even know that fucking thing.
Like, honestly, I was talking about this with John, and I was like, wait, hold on. Right? Godzilla, okay, is always a dude, okay? Always a dude. There's only one time Godzilla was a chick, and it was in the 2000 Godzilla movie, which is ripping off Jurassic Park, and they made Godzilla a chick so that Godzilla could have little raptor babies because they were ripping off Jurassic Park. Okay? And that, you want to say like canon, non-canon, different reality? No. The 2000 Godzilla movie is so fucking non-canon that it does not exist in my goddamn head. Right? That's not Godzilla. Okay? So Godzilla's a dude, and why the fuck do we even care? It's a giant fucking lizard that shoots atomic beams out of its mouth and kills people.
When did this come out, bro?
This was recent.
Really?
This is because Godzilla versus King Kong is coming out.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, right?
What's King Kong? Is King Kong a guy still? Because I'm assuming because his name is King Kong, he's still, male. But like,
I'm just saying, in the King Kong movie, I didn't see any monkey junk, so who's to say? Who's to say? Maybe Godzilla is a biological female, right? That just self-identifies as a man. Come on, it's 2021, right? We don't know that. And until someone tells me that they saw fucking King Kong's junk, it's my assumption that King Kong is actually a biological female to male transgendered individual who'll be fighting a non-binary. This is so dumb. This is so fucking dumb. Jesus, why the fuck do you even want Godzilla as your fucking icon of gender neutrality? Godzilla is a goddamn monster that literally steps and kills people like repeatedly, over and over and over again. I just,
But he has the name God in his name. That's why.
I'm reminded of that fucking the DBZ abridged Broly movie where Vegeta and Broly are fighting, right? And Vegeta goes like, "What's a king to a god?" like, or something like, "And what's a god?"
Yeah.
It's just like
I
smacked
remember
it.
that. Yeah,
That
yeah,
shit was
I
great.
remember that. Yeah, it was
But
great.
yeah, Godzilla better win the fight with King Kong, or I'm just gonna call bullshit on everything.
Yeah, it's gonna be quite the movie.
Well, more to the point, people are telling me that there's like a tail in the movie where there's all these little like miniature monsters and shit that they're fighting. And someone was like, "Hey, is that Mecha Godzilla's tail?" And I was like, how fucking cool would it be, right? If they do a Batman versus Superman on us, but it's good, right? And the final boss villain turns out to be Mecha Godzilla. And it takes King Kong and Godzilla teaming up to take it down.
Pretty cool.
Aura,
Mm-hmm.
you don't care about King Kong and Godzilla fighting Mecha Godzilla?
Absolutely not. Absolutely fucking not.
Did you even like the Godzilla movie King of the Monsters?
No, I did not.
Did you like King Kong Skull Island?
No, I did not.
Do you have
Wow.
a soul?
Yes, that's why I didn't like it. It's like they fucking suck, dude. They're fucking boring.
No, King of the Monsters was okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking okay. You know what okay was? My day at work. My day at work is okay. You're comparing this movie to My Day at Work. Fuck that. It's like,
Well, okay, it's better than okay. It's reasonably entertaining. Is that okay? Is that okay to say? Like, I wouldn't rewatch it again.
it's as okay as that movie.
Hanson is over party trending.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Hold on. Let's stop this for a second.
We did it.
We did it. It's over. We finally made it. Fucking something happened.
Okay. Let's check out the trend. Hold on. This is good. Fuck you, Chris Hansen by Augie.
The fuck was
Nice mugshot, bro.
that? So fucked, dude. Like, I don't know. I don't really know what the hell's gonna happen with this dude now. You think anything's really gonna come from this shit? I'm assuming it's from John Swan's video. You think anything's really gonna happen?
I mean, if John Swan's video like blows up and he gains like 1 million views or something, then yeah.
Was Discovery gonna be like, take your fucking documentary and get the fuck out of here? Like,
Small chance, I'd say.
small chance. There's a small chance. Is there gonna be a petition?
Let's be honest,
I
right?
don't know.
Based on his video, it sounds like he's got some very high pull at Twitter, right? So I doubt Twitter's going to do anything. I doubt YouTube's going to do anything because they don't give a shit, right?
Yeah.
Even though he's currently ban evading with this fucking channel. So, no. You're probably right. Nothing's going to happen of it. But I think it'd just be great, right, if everybody knew what the fuck this asshole was up to, right? The shit that he's doing with this anonymous gene person.
Yeah.
And that became such a problem for him that his chat just gets spammed regularly by people going, "You're a piece of shit."
Mm-hmm.
Because he's a piece of shit.
It's a
Now people are going to go like, Crow
prostitute.
called for targeted harassment of Chris Hansen. No, bitch. I didn't call for any of that.
Chris
I
Hansen's
just
a
said,
prostitute?
wouldn't it be fucking great if that absolutely amoral sack of human shit was seen for the absolutely amoral sack of human shit that he was, and people naturally decided to do that on their own without my permission, acknowledgement, or endorsement. But it would be funny to see.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Drag for the homie. Is that a drag for Chris Hansen being over? Should have fucking got a shot or some fucking liquor and just poured it out.
I gotta replace my coals, so let me do that and let's talk about Narrator. So, Sen, I need you to provide some context for me.
Okay.
Why was Chris? So Narrator was apparently very upset by me.
Yes. He
And,
didn't like that you allegedly called him a. Yeah, do I have to say pedophile? Or can I just say pedophile?
No, you can fucking say, look, I'll be clear. I said it was my opinion that a dude who says that, in his own words, he sees no difference between someone who's 14 and someone who's 35, and he'll treat and engage with them the same fucking way, right? And that regularly has these sexual interactions with minors, right, is in a Discord server that he himself said was like half the people in there were minors, and he was repeatedly sharing porn in that Discord server, was repeatedly asked to stop sending it, continued to fucking send it, and forced his 14-year-old fan to make him an NSFW channel just so he could go back into the general channel with all the fucking minors and talk about his fucking creepy-ass war fetishes. Yes, to me, in my opinion, that would make you someone with very pedophilic tendencies.
So yeah, I don't think it was very.
That's the reason he
crazy
hates
about that. But then again, he did say he'd forgive you before he'd forgive Carson. So
because he's that much of a fucking idiot. I'm sitting there saying, like, I think petty, bro. I think that you have such inappropriate conversations with fucking minors and shit, right? To the point where, to me, you're coming across as like a legit pedo and shit, in my opinion, right? Because I can't see a non-pedophilic person doing shit that you do on the regular with people that you know are fucking minors, right? That you fucking know are minors, right? That you lie constantly over and over and over again about all of these interactions that you have, right? And when you get called out for fucking lying, your response is, I worded that poorly. I worded it poorly. I worded that one poorly too. When you get called out for stalking a fucking 15-year-old, right, on Twitter, showing your goddamn skanky ass repeatedly over and over and over again with a goddamn Twitter account titled, I love you, Scotty, to a person named fucking Scotty, right? And then your response to me is, well, he's lying about all the other stuff. That's not true. But Riley was lying, right? But you're not lying when you lied about your fucking age when you were doing it, which is clear because you dumbass, you tweeted when you turned 18. Because you're that much of a fucking idiot, right? Like, at the very least, find the fucking tweet and delete it before you go and lie and say that you were a different fucking age. Because at least then, the images wouldn't have been active, but you're that much of a goddamn moron. You're that much of a goddamn fucking moron. And they're going to be upset with me to the point where you're going to go, I can't have him on this stream because he's triggering to me, right? But then you're going to turn around and say, but I would totally forgive Crow before Carson. I'm the one saying that you do inappropriate shit with minors, and you're gonna. But I would forgive that before I'd forgive Carson, who made me feel bad when he told people to subscribe to my content while also telling him that I was a bad person. So it doesn't even seem like you care about what I'm saying about you, you idiot, you fucking idiot. But you know what? Kudos to Aura and John and Sen and especially Steve. Right? Because they didn't even need me in there. They didn't even fucking need me in there. That guy self-immolated for fucking 3.5 hours.
Yeah, by the 40-minute mark, I was like falling asleep. I didn't care about the guy. I was like, okay, I've lost interest in this person.
Super evident. It was super.
Those were not forced yawns, by the way. Those were actual yawns. Like, this guy was so fucking bored.
Oh, dude. No. You know what the best part of that fucking thing was?
What?
Oh, you know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull up the stream, okay? And I'm going to go straight to that clip first.
Yeah.
When you hear it, Sen, I want some context for why you said it, okay? But don't. I think you probably know what I'm going to pull up, so don't spoil it for the chat.
I have no idea.
I do. I know what it is.
He knows what it is because as soon as I heard it, I just started to fucking die.
I know. I told him it was like the best part. And I'll tell you why after.
Okay, all right. So let me share the audio with everyone. Let's get this pulled up.
Like, rewarded for really lazy content. Like grows huge. It's like
that's really Edwin. I got you. Give me a sec.
I don't think it's really Edwin.
That's
because
not
it doesn't have a
Edwin.
comment.
All right. Well,
It's
let me find out.
Like you could give the real Edwin the link, and I doubt he'll come on.
Yeah, I
Well,
need
yeah,
to
no,
make
it's
this more
Sen.
entertaining.
It's the
Fucking
Sen. You might come
narrator.
on.
Oh, I remember this.
You just made that video
Well,
saying
Sen,
Edwin Costa
you
did nothing
asked
wrong.
That's true. I did. Edwin
You
Costa
asked
did
me
nothing
on.
wrong.
I'm explaining. I'm answering.
Narrator,
all
shut
the
up. Men are talking. I did make that video, Steve.
How is it that Sen that you fucking ask somebody to come on, or at least get somebody to come on for like some interview, and they're trying to talk, and you tell them to shut the hell up, and then you go on a different conversation? Like
they had a totally separate conversation from that point, and narrator shut the fuck up like the bitch that he is. That was the best part.
This fucking psycho. He's just trashing him. He's like, a narrator's boring, and narrator's like, fucking Sen, you asked me on. And he's like, shut up. Men are talking. I'm like,
okay. So,
all right.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I died
because we were tweeting at each other so much. Some of the timestamps are gone, so we had to start from 26 minutes in. It's probably okay. Hold on. So let's see here. So 26 minutes. They bring up telling Riley to fuck himself and then apologize the next day.
now in hindsight, I should have.
like, what the fuck, dude? Wait a minute. I can't watch a fucking video not at least 1.5 times. But
I did you due diligence, bro. You are welcome. Like,
Bro,
Riley with a super chat. Wait, no, that's not Riley. But about Riley, though, speaking of which, why did you tell him to basically go fuck himself and then the next day you
why did you use that?
What was that? I got you because that actually did happen. To be fair.
Yeah, well, I mean, I used that pun because if you read my response, you would see that I brought it up. It was it's something that in writing class.
No. Yeah, I get that
you see that doesn't really help your case with that.
And it's not good optics.
Here's the thing.
The terrible optics.
Hey, you guys know this as well as I do. If people believe shit about believe shit like that about you, nothing is going to change their mind for the most part. So who am I trying to please?
Yeah, but Riley's isn't Riley like a kid though, and wasn't he your friend for like the longest time?
He was. Yeah, he was. But then a lot, like I said in the doc, my response, like, and okay, well, I just want to ask real quick because I know nothing about Mini Lad. What's the
Okay, he's gonna bitch about being compared to Mini Lad, so let me just be very clear. Mini Lad was engaged with one of his 13-year-old moderators, a major fan of his, and would continue to send like self-harm stuff to them and talk about how depressed they were to keep them engaged with him. Narrator, according to Riley, and something that Narrator at first denied and then acknowledged later, was sending self-harm images to a 13-year-old, right? And as well as, sexual other sexual stuff, right? In DMs, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like Mini Lad was doing with a 13-year-old. Now, Narrator was 17 at the time, but when he turned 18 in January, he was informed that Riley was 13. I don't know if Riley informed about sooner, but it was a direct tweet at Narrator, right? Narrator then deleted his tweet in response to this stuff, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And continues to engage with Riley and doesn't put him on block until September. Talking about like 9 months after you're fully aware that you're 18 engaged with a 13-year-old.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I think the Mini Lad comparison is pretty fucking fair and relevant. You sack of human shit.
Yeah.
Sen,
well,
buddy, I know I'm making you do this twice, but nah, he'll comment if he feels like commenting. All right, so 28 minutes. He says he didn't sex Riley, throws more shade on the document. So let me go to that.
Well, I was going to say, because I think the narrator said that he didn't get the age. So is it like he said, she said, or did they have screenshots sending it to him? From
well, there's a screenshot in the Google Doc of a message actually sent to narrator saying, "Aren't you 18 and isn't he like 13?"
Yeah.
The tweet in question from narrator was deleted, and the person who in that conversation said that the tweet was narrator talking about how they were dating Riley, right?
Yeah.
So look, you want to say something of the nature of, oh, well, yeah, yada, yada. But when you're 18 engaged with a 13-year-old, I mean, that's like a 5-year fucking age gap, right? Like 18 with a 13-year-old, that's not protected by any fucking law, right? You're not in the same generation. You're not going to fucking school with each other, right? So, yeah, I take issues with that. And Narrator's fucking openly lying about it.
Yeah.
He's lying about knowing the age, even though it was directly sent to him. And his response to it was to delete his tweet. He continues to engage with the minor well past that point and lied about his interaction with the minor until the second Google Doc came up, in which he issues out an apology after telling the kid to go fuck himself and sending self-harm images to him. So, yeah. And to be fair too, when you're that much older, you probably shouldn't be telling a 13-year-old about how good it feels to cut yourself.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, he brings up Riley being into self-harm afterwards. I'm like, I wonder if that had anything to do with this big YouTuber he's a fan of sending him self-harm images and talking about how good it feels to cut himself. I wonder if that maybe like had any type of influence on the 13-year-old. Maybe. Who knows?
Creators at the time, so they talked like in DMs, really like one of those weird kids. So I just assumed, oh, I know freshmen and sophomores who talk exactly like this. So it wasn't out of the ordinary.
Okay, you just didn't verify the age because you assumed that he was like
right, and which in retrospect, that's bad. Sure, I wish I would have verified it earlier. Then I could have fucking.
But did you sext it? Did you sext that person?
No.
The document said you sexted that
the
person.
Document said a lot of things.
Yeah.
No.
So on the record, you did not sext the child.
No.
Okay.
No,
well, that's good to know because that'd be a little creepy. Actually, not really creepy. That'd be very creepy.
Yes, it would.
So,
be.
did you continue talking about like self-harm after you found out his age?
No, but I found
but
out.
You
about
just tweeted at him about cutting.
So yeah. Unfortunately, he's continues to lie to this day about the things that he's actively just said to the fucking kid.
Yeah.
What a guy. Class act. Did you know he subbed to your channel, Crow, to hear Aura talk? Did you know that? He liked Aura for some reason. He loved Aura. He didn't like you. I don't think he liked me. I don't know how he felt about C, but he loved Aura.
Okay, so let's see. The next timestamp is 31 minutes in. He gets caught in another lie about banning Riley over the self-harm stuff. Sorry, there we go.
Self-harm is around the time that you decided to cut him at, like, end the friendship.
No. So Riley had opened.
Because I think in the Twitlonger it says that you were it was exhausting to hear him talk about self-harming every day.
I can explain that. So I think we were friends for less than a year or so. I don't know when we like first started being friends because again, everybody was retarded back then and they all got suspended, which is why when people were saying, oh, there's no screenshots, there's no proof, like, yeah, no shit, everybody's fucking suspended. How am I supposed to have proof of something that doesn't exist anymore? Blame Twitter. And that brings me on to something else that I'm going to talk about in a bit because there's that first doc was fucking.
Yeah, don't worry, we got plenty of time to go. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, well, I'm going to try to go to the gym at midnight, but that's probably not going to happen at this point because this is.
It's not. Aren't you drinking right now? Didn't you say you were drinking?
Yeah, Modelo Chalada, mango, white chai. Yeah, dude, working out drunk is great.
Jesus.
I can attest that that's a fucking lie.
Are you sure?
I've worked out drunk. Yeah, it's a fucking lie. You know what alcohol does to your fucking body?
Yeah.
Now,
fucks you up.
he had said that he got high and then worked out. I would have been like, that shit's fun. That shit's fun, right? Because you really just don't feel any of the strain you're putting on your body. But no, going to work out when you are drunk is one of the dumbest things you can possibly fucking do. So I'm convinced this man doesn't go to the gym.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Off on a
Maybe
tangent.
he's just really dumb. Who knows? Could be both.
Well, I mean, it's probably a mix of both. But yeah.
Oh shit, Dave Marks, what's up, man?
So look, he says he removed Riley over the self-harm stuff, right? And he talks about in the Twitlonger how, oh, well, you know what? I was just like, I saw the kid was sending me self-harm stuff, and it was really depressing. It was an emotional drain and everything. And I knew that this was bad for the kid. But the thing is, in September, when he blocks him, he tweets out the image of him blocking him and his boyfriend. And when he got called out for it, and people were like, "You blocked him because he has a boyfriend," right? Those are the tweets that he got sent to him, right? So other people were accusing him of being jealous of this fucking other dude, right? Which is just telling you, it's weird, right? It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
He then tells everybody that he thought it was funny as fuck to block them and show the images to people. But at the same time, talking about how he's concerned for this kid's mental health, right? So look, we got this guy being fucking dishonest as all shit repeatedly.
Yeah.
Okay, so, it's 35 minutes in. He lies about calling him a stan, which is just, I don't know why he lies so much in this fucking thing.
To look good.
I guess, like, if he thought any of that looked good, he's a fucking idiot.
Well, he misused that word because, like, Stan is stalker fan, and he didn't know that, so he misused that word.
Fan, right?
Stalker fan, Steve.
Nigeria.
Oh, stalker fan. Oh shit.
Stalker fan. Well, I don't know if he was like technically going with that or if.
Well, that's what Stan means.
So when I stayed, like, they were my first true stan, I guess I should have used fan or whatever, but nobody says somebody's a fan of something anymore, at least
perhaps.
in knowledge. So everybody just says
so it was just like fan with like that kind of extra sauce to it.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was trying to be hip with the current vernacular. You can see I wrote it
Jesus
in
Christ.
MLA
Please
format.
don't do that. That's pretty cringe. Aren't you like 35
Right,
years old?
but that's why he'd probably be talking to you every day, though.
Aren't you like 35 years old?
No.
Dude, you look 35. I'm not going to lie.
Thank you, I think.
How old are you?
I'm about to be 22.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. That's intense. That was intense.
That was great. That was fucking great. Okay, so like the next clip we have in here, he talks about how he'd steal Riley away from his boyfriend.
Of your being, which
Again,
sounds like it's a bit.
Isn't that where you put the ass picture, by the way?
What?
Isn't that when you put the ass picture? Oh, okay. It was a different. Okay, it was a different time. Cool.
Yeah.
I thought you said that and then you posted the ass picture side by side.
Did we get into the ass pic?
Not yet.
No, we haven't yet.
Okay,
I wanted to start
yet.
with that, but if we we were talking about Riley, so I thought I'd just like address that. Yeah, no, it was purely fucking platonic, and
was it also platonic when you said you were going to steal them away from such and such, or no? Because that was a little weird. You gotta admit.
That's weird without context, but it was more so that like I thought that like, and again, it's with clashing personalities. I thought Silo was just like a bad person, so it was like I wanted to get my friend away from.
Like, what did they do that made them a bad person?
They're just a fucking like. I have a toxic personality. They have a toxic personality. We just never got along. So it's like,
they have
I
a
mean, it's your
platform,
toxic personality.
Like,
that
you
got
were
here
talking
in the
shit
first
about
place.
them on your platform, right? Like you were talking shit about on your Twitter and stuff, like publicly about them.
Yeah.
So do you not think that's kind of weird, pressuring like younger kids' relationships like that? Because you're kind of like he's a fan of him, right?
What? Oh
like
no,
Riley was a fan of you, and like you're basically like
what Kayla said.
Which one? Yeah,
I think
you love Sen?
No. I wouldn't say they were necessarily a fan. It's just a
By the way,
friend.
Quote it, he wanted to steal a child.
Huh?
I mean, but here's the thing, right? He keeps arguing like the relationship that he had with this Riley kid was platonic. We don't have the DMs. So I want to make that as clear as I can to everybody, right? We don't have the DMs. What we do have is Narrator originally lying about what was in those DMs. Because first he said he hadn't, and that it was Riley sending him these images. Then he goes on to acknowledge that no, he actually sent them first in his twit longer. After saying like everything in the Google Doc is essentially bullshit. There's only a little bit that's true. But then you have these weird instances like the deleted tweet, right? Where people are saying, no, he was telling everybody that they were in a relationship. We have this shit where he's like, I'm going to steal him away from you, right? I'm sorry, but like that does not come across as being platonic. At the very least, it comes across as you openly flirting with a minor.
Just creepy in general. You know?
I don't think I'm taking that the wrong way. And the stuff is like, this was sent after Narrator's 18 engaged with a 13-year-old. So yeah, I mean, like, I agree with you. It's creepy as shit, right? But the thing is, it's more about like the inherent dishonesty with this guy, because it's just so many times you can point to him just actively fucking lying.
Yeah.
Right. 52 minutes in, Narrator debunks deleting tweets by showing the doc only had 7 instances of him saying the N-word. Why not? Why not?
It's all the fucking time, and I always have. And 2, notice how there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's
Steve blur all that out.
See, this is what is this one? This is the hard R. What are you?
I like it. Looks like Star Wars.
There's 7.
What are you doing here with the hard R?
I want you to understand the reason why they pointed out to 7 instances was not that he's only said it 7 times. It was he says it quite frequently and has never taken that shit down. Even though that's the type of stuff people get dragged for constantly, right? On Twitter. That was the point of it. I just thought that was funny. That he thought that disproved something. I'm not saying like he doesn't delete tweets, right? He probably does. Everybody deletes tweets, okay? I'm saying that it's funny to me that this absolute idiot thought that, oh boy, I don't delete tweets, and my proof is that they only have 7 instances of me saying the N-word, and I say it's so much more than that. Kayla, I stand by what I said.
Yeah. Krabby Patty?
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
I tried to get him to do the Squidward thing. He doesn't do impressions, so he doesn't know how to do the Squidward impression. It's unfortunate.
You know, Aura? Hold on. Let me do one thing really quick. So someone sent me a whole thing of timestamps. Let me just see here. Da-da-da. Okay, so let's see here. I have a ton of timestamps for like the next hour. So they say our hatred of them is misguided. Only put this in here because God, it felt condescending. They're passing off the DMs as a joke. Go figure. So 107. So remember, everything in the doc's a lie, and the DMs are just a joke.
I mean, you already get that, so.
Yeah.
So, I'm guessing you're receiving, not pitching.
Oh, actually, we split.
That's funny.
We go both ways. Yeah, it's we've been together for 7 years. It's actually
give and take.
So you've been together since you were 15?
Yeah.
No way.
Yes.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I would tweet a picture of the ring right now, but I made that Coach Burt tweet just so I can see who still has my notifications.
You want a Squidward impression, Grim? Is that what you want?
Right.
What the fucking?
And then the.
Thank you for doing the narrator laugh. Can you do it again? Okay, hold on. It'd probably be easier for me if I do it this way. So, let's see. So this is 118 and 30 seconds.
Allegedly.
Well, okay. Here's what I'll say about that Discord, because I don't.
Data, go to bed, man.
Oh yeah, the thing with the Discord too.
Yeah. So that's a whole fucking can of worms I don't even want to touch. But with all I'll say is that the Discord, despite how it was portrayed, one, there were already established NSFW channels. Mine was always an NSFW channel. And fucking, it wasn't just like I was the only adult there. There were probably about 40 people in that server. At least half of them were adults. So
right, I mean, but like if you're in a let's say they're all kind of sus. Just because 40 people are doing one thing, does it make it okay?
I get it, but I'm just saying I came into an environment where it's like, oh, this is the norm. So I was like, because there were established NSFW channels, so I used mine, and I would like Control V this one image because I thought it was funny.
So here's the thing, right? 20 minors. Now he said half the people in the server were minors. So if saying 40 adults, that means 40 minors were in there. But my problem with that is the person who put that server together, right, is 14, invites Narrator into it, and has said repeatedly that there were not NSFW channels until Narrator joined, and that they were forced to make them one because Narrator kept putting that stuff into the general chat. Now, the thing is, he's not denying doing that. He's saying, well, I only did it like one time. There were all NSFW channels. There are other adults in there, so I felt it was okay. Dude. No. First off, I don't believe. Here's the thing. If you think Narrator's being honest here, I'm going to say at this point, it's he said, she said, right? It's just given your history of constantly fucking lying about shit, right? And only tending to acknowledge things when you can put it into a way where it's not that bad, right? I just don't believe you. Right? I don't believe you. Okay? I don't see any reason to take your word over their word when you are the one with the history of being a liar, right? Now, again, it's a he said, she said. That is just my opinion on this. But given I've seen those messages, right? Given that you've been called out for the messages with a 13-year-old where you say, oh, we're in a relationship. Oh, I'm going to steal him away from you. Oh, I blocked this person, their boyfriend. I thought it was funny as fuck, but also I was really concerned about their mental health. I don't buy any of the shit that you're trying to sell.
Yeah.
What? 40 adults in a 14-year-old server? No. LO, kid 75 to 25, adult at most. This dude's BSing.
I mean, it is a weird statement generally to make.
Yeah, no, the guy's a fucking liar. I mean, I just, again, though, that's when he's going to acknowledge he's done something wrong and say, well, yeah, I mean, I did that one image. Like, yeah, no. Like, how would you put that in the fucking general? Whatever, dude. Whatever. So it is this. 120, they're talking about how actually the other kid did have an NSFW. We saw that. 126. So in retrospect, you're milking for, oh my gosh. I got to get to this part because that's going to be funny. There we go.
That is because, again, going back to how cloudy I was back then, people giving attention to this. Oh, interaction, engagement, people like this, so I made this joke.
So in retrospect, you're milking clout from a 13-year-old.
I guess, but again, I feel like you need to well, no,
add context.
Yeah, because again, you could just like say these things and they're not wrong, but without context, it's like,
yeah,
you know.
Okay, narrator. A lot of people are saying you're guilty though in chat.
Oh, that's fine. You're stupid.
Is there anything in this first Google Doc?
Do you know how many times
I love that rebuttal? That's
times
that's why they're wrong.
Oh man, do you know how many times I've been called a fucking pedophile by dumb fucks on the internet this week? Just because one person in chat, let me see. Guilty. Svez Windrunner. Just because Svez Windrunner says it in chat, that doesn't mean it's true. And it doesn't mean I respect chat anymore. Welcome to the internet, baby.
Did you respect chat before?
Google Doc? Is there anything in this Google Doc that you specifically really want to touch on?
Let me look it over again.
Other than page 13.
Well, page 13, that was just that. Those were the tweets. Like those were the N-word tweets that I missed.
Okay, so first off, he'd seen the Google Docs already, right? He was planning on doing a whole stream in which he said he was going to debunk everything, right?
Yeah.
Now he doesn't actually know what he wants to respond to in the Google Doc. When you directly ask him. That's fucking great. My response to people who think that I'm a liar is that you're stupid and it's the other people that are lying. Huzzah.
I mean, I think we bring it up later. I'm not sure because like the tweet longer, I don't think it responded to anything in the Google Doc actually at all. I think it just addressed Riley, as far as I recall.
His twit longer only addresses Riley, but it does say like he apologized for all the people that he's hurt.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so 131. Let's go into this part.
See, Kayla got it. Like when I said that, I was like, I shouldn't have said that.
Wait,
like,
what?
No pun intended. I was like, anything you want to touch on in the doc? And I was like, oh, that's bad.
What the fuck didn't he do the same thing to Carson? I mean, what he did to Carson, I think was a fucking much worse, right? Because Because I'm talking about a guy engaging with people who are like 5 years younger, right? Because he's 20 when he's in this server with the 14-year-old, right?
Yeah.
He's in the 14-year-old's Discord server when he's like 20 and sending this shit. Okay.
Yeah.
But he went after Carson, right? And it's going to come up later in the Google Doc. He tells us like, oh, there were like 10 people that knew that this girl was coming forward with this allegation about him in December, right? And I'm sitting there going like, so you're telling me you went to go cancel your friend and dogpile on him, former friend, because of an age gap of 1.5 years that nobody has fucking issues with. And we want to talk about like, and what do you want to do? Like power dynamic? You want to bring up fucking like power dynamic or something stupid like that? You have an audience, you have a fucking fan base, right? And you're out here doing this shit with fucking minors who are all fans of yours. And they are saying like the reason why they didn't want to call you out is because they were fans of yours.
Yeah.
That's another reason why I decided to come on here.
I thought the narrator was here.
This can be my addressing of the second doc, as it were. Because I really want Steve DeLive to get some clout, dude. Like he's struggling out here. So
John's here.
Whoa! I got John. Yeah, I got John. I got Ed.
I got you.
No, Sen told me specifically the reason we aren't on his channel is because he wanted to give Steve clout. So I'm playing into it.
That's beautiful.
And more or less, I think.
But anyways,
I wanted to help my bud Steve DeLive.
To address the Scotty shit,
that's what we do for friends, narrator. You should try helping out your friends from time to time, not throwing them under the bus.
Oh, dude, you know what?
Damn.
I mean, is that actually incorrect?
That was good.
Is that actually incorrect?
He hasn't been my friend in over 3 years.
Well, no, it just seems like you have that relationship with your friends. Like you seem to throw them under the bus all the time or throw them away.
Throw them under the bus or I throw some away, but I haven't thrown a friend under the bus in a hot minute. Because
you have done it, right?
Carson,
but you have done it.
I don't think so, actually.
Well, you just said you did. You haven't done it in a hot minute.
Yeah,
which implies that you have done it.
I personally believe. I'm just going to state this. I personally believe the Carson ruined my life video was like a little bit thrown under the bus / opportunistic, but I kind of really want you to get into the.
Okay, well, I'll address that then. I'll get into the ads, and I don't mean to keep delaying. But one problem that I had with everybody, and I think I saw your video as well on it, is so the reason that I made the video when I did, and it was originally a stream, it was opportunistic, but it was opportunistic in the sense of I want my voice to be heard, kind of a thing. Not, oh boy, I'm gonna become a YouTube famous person now.
Pay attention to that.
Well, I'm going to actually go into the next point here because it's over here. Because he says that in 1 hour and 38 minutes in. And then at 2 hours and 1 minute in, he says this. So let me get right to the timestamp. Did I go forward by like 12 seconds? God damn it. There we go.
So like it wasn't because there was another reason. It wasn't because you were trying to think up the actual reason. Or think of something that wasn't the actual reason. Like it wasn't because Carson was referring to you inappropriately interacting with these minors like this. It was because of the very tame shout out that he gave you.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say some blunt shit and you tell me where I'm wrong, all right?
Okay.
All right. So you were bitter with Carson because he fucking ended this podcast with you. And I think you just took this opportunity to strike as a fuck you back because he was at a low point. And I don't think it's necessary. I think it's because of the VidCon experience that you did tell, which is why he kind of like ditched you. And I don't think it's all on Carson because why did no one else work with you on something else? That's that.
So you said flat out, you did this as a fuck you to Carson. He just goes, yeah.
Yep.
After saying, well, no, I wanted to get my voice heard about the stuff. Mm-hmm. But he says like, well, the reason why I did was actually because it was a fuck you to Carson. So. Yep. It's like you see how easily he fucking lies, but then he forgets what he lied about and says something different later. That's the issue when you lie so fucking much; it becomes really hard to sort them all out.
I mean, yeah. What the hell? I legit feel bad for Carson just looking at him. The dude is so socially awkward. Yeah, I think so too. I agree. Fish news.
Okay, so let's see here. Gosh, this is where it starts getting really creepy. At 2 hours and 4 minutes in, he goes, feeding into a shitty fanship I don't think counts as flirting. Well, I mean, sure. It was the other stuff that he was doing that counts as flirting. The we're in a relationship and I'm going to steal you away from your boyfriend. That would count as flirting. But whatever. Okay, so 2 hours and 9 minutes in, you're like an eye for an eye, even if it's a kid. Jesus.
So I worded it poorly, but what I was meant to say is that, like, for the past 3-4 fucking years, basically the entire time my Discord's been up, like, I'm in there maybe once in a blue moon.
Didn't you also leak a child's mental state about them cutting themselves?
I mean, I guess, but they leaked my mental state and me cutting myself, so, you know.
So you're like an eye for an eye, even if it's a kid.
I mean, if they try to accuse me of being a pedophile, fuck them.
He just said that he made that Carson video because.
Okay, all right. Hold on. I know this is kind of out of context, right? Because, like, if a kid tries to accuse me of being a pedophile, fuck him.
Poor wording, dude. Poor wording.
Oh, fuck. If anything, he worded it improperly or poorly. It was that. It was fucking that.
Yeah.
Oh man, we need the crowd of context channel.
We do have a crowd of context channel.
No, we need them in here to clip that one part, just for that one fucking part.
Oh yeah. Damn, they ain't here right now either. I don't see them anywhere.
Oh yeah. Okay, so 2 hours and 19 minutes in, he talks about leaving out context and why it's okay. Oh shit, this is where I jumped into the stream.
Huh.
Okay, so here we go. We'll go back a little bit. 2 hours and 18 and a half.
Why can't you?
I am.
What do you mean?
I've been nice really to you the whole time.
I know you've been nice the whole time, but I'm just saying when you first made your first video on me, you admitted that you weren't a nice person.
Yeah.
Well, so which is it?
It's a little both. I could be a mean person to people that deserve it. I don't know if you're adding that context because that would help. But if you're leaving that out, then I mean,
that's what I was.
Come on now,
but whatever.
Come on. Well, you know, you didn't imply it very well. I think you were trying to get a gotcha, and now that I'm telling you to add the context, you look like a piece of shit.
Okay, fair.
Keep going.
That's what I'll say with that. Yeah, but I mean, I'm an asshole. Some people can.
Well, I mean, no, you're dishonest and disingenuous as you just showed right now. So I don't know why you're bitching about Crow being dishonest and disingenuous.
Wait, how am I disingenuous?
Or that like you didn't tell Nicholas Diorio that you're Pedro.
Wait, how did I willingly take out the context?
You said you're a mean person, but you didn't add the context where I said I'm a mean person, a piece of shit like Narrator. And quite frankly, before I talked to you, I did think you were a piece of shit. I even called you disgusting. I didn't call you a pedophile, but I did think you were pretty disgusting for the shit you were doing.
That's fine.
So do you want to leave out context, like, for the remainder of this? Because we can do that for you, and then it wouldn't look very good for you. Like, it would look a lot worse.
Hey, fair. My bad. I didn't bring.
Okay, so everybody is allowed to not show context for Narrator at this point in time.
Talking, like, it was your video.
No, dude, you wanted to fuck with me. So I mean, you said an eye for an eye, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So remember, we don't need that context for Narrator. Just remember that, everyone. He said it. He said
we'll just write it down on the bulletin board here.
Yeah, the bulletin board.
Do you have
context for Narrator.
Do you have the Twitch whiteboard?
An eye for an eye. But you're still not a pedophile,
that
right?
sends a new thing.
Narrator, are you a pedophile?
No.
Okay, good.
Fucking Sen.
Dude. Well, I mean, he got him when he fucking pulled up the men are talking and just blew off fucking Narrator. Conversation about something entirely different.
It was about Steve's video, I think I want to say it was Edwin. I don't remember what he dropped at the time.
I think so. So this was the part where he talks about how like multiple people knew about the Carson situation and the girl coming forward with the accusations.
Yeah. Like, I just want to get a perspective because I don't want to like prejudge you on anything. Yeah. Is it because you were mad at him that you didn't even try, or just
try to what? What am I trying
try to like be like, yo, I heard shit about you. What's going on with this? Clear this up now. You know, like I was associated with you. If I heard that shit with Steve, I'd press him for that.
It was
shit.
more so because like we weren't on
good terms.
Well, yeah, we weren't on good terms, and again, it really didn't feel like either my place to really do anything about it because me and Carson had like very since split, like publicly and personally, and also I was just like, that's just somebody who I trusted told me this, so I was like, okay, but without any evidence or anything like that, there's not really much I can do, and there's no point just like hitting him up because
as you just showed right now. So I don't know why you're bitching about Crow being dishonest.
Oh, you got the timestamps mixed up.
Yeah, I know. I wrote that I got it mixed up.
So you said 2 hours 19 and 52 seconds was the orchestrated plot thing.
Yeah.
Disingenuous.
Okay, hold on.
Wait, how am I disingenuous?
Or that like you didn't tell Nicholas Diorio that you're a Pedro.
Wait, how did I willingly take out the context?
You said you're a mean person, but you didn't add the context where I said I'm a mean person, a piece of shit like Narrator. And quite frankly, before I talked to you, I did think you were a piece of shit. I even called you disgusting. I didn't call you a pedophile, but I did think you were pretty disgusting for the shit you were doing.
That's fine.
So do you want to leave out context, like for the remainder of this? Because we can do that for you, and then it wouldn't look very good for you. I think it would look a lot worse.
Hey, fair. My bad. I didn't bring.
Okay, so everybody is allowed to not show context for Narrator at this point in time.
Talking, like, it was your video.
No, dude, you wanted to fuck with me. So I mean, you said an eye for an eye, right?
All right. Yeah.
Okay, good. So remember, we don't need to add context for Narrator. Just remember that, everyone. He said it. He said
Just write it down on the bulletin board here.
Yeah, the bulletin board. That in mind.
Do you have
context for Narrator.
Do you have the Twitch whiteboard?
An eye for an eye. But you're still not a pedophile,
that
right?
sends a new thing.
Narrator, are you a pedophile?
No.
Okay, good. Are you sure?
That question came up like fucking
11. Oh, that's a real tempting question there.
That's a tempting question.
You said you were?
I said that's a real tempting
question.
question.
Okay. I thought you said you were, because then, that's pretty weird.
It would be pretty cringe, yeah.
No, it'd be weird, and we'd probably have to kick you off.
Wait, did you call Carson a manipulator at one point in the?
Yeah, probably.
Good night, Franco. Thanks for tuning in.
How
so?
is
Because
he
he hasn't even
manipulator,
responded
though?
to any of this.
I think he's pretty genuine most times. Even though like those leaked DMs, he was being genuine in it. That's why I was like, I don't get why everyone's so pissed. And Carson,
it seems overblown and spun out of proportion to me, and that's why I feel like this shit was like very much like, all right, so since you're here and you did know about it, was this
you cut off?
Or your microphone.
Yeah,
what happened?
You said since you're here, and then your mic cut off.
Carson has to be pretty strong person.
Hold on.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, look at the wires. Okay, let's read the super chat while he's fixing his
Carson can't manipulate an automatic door to open.
No context equals he did everything he said and is still an ASS. I think you can type ass in the super chat. Will super chat not let you do that? I don't know.
I mean, I typed coochie and it went through. So.
First it's the N-word, then it's ass.
Yeah. Oh fuck, RFC's off. Wait.
Aura, we cannot hear you. He might not.
Aura,
you might have to go on now.
Did Augie really go offline?
How about now?
Maybe. Wait, yes, yeah, okay, we can hear you now.
Fuck, that's garbage. All right. Are you able to disclose how many people knew about this Carson shit before it happened?
Seeing as how I don't even know a definitive number, probably not.
Would you say 5 or no?
Oh, way more than 5.
5?
Way more.
Way more than 5? Is it more than these? More than 10?
I'd say it's pretty high up there.
High up there? Would you say that this was orchestrated or no? Since that many people knew about it.
No.
It was not orchestrated.
I don't think it was. But again, I don't know most of the people who
Okay, so I just gotta. There's the clip, right? There's the clip. And one thing I noticed with Narrator is when you point something out to him and he doesn't want to say yes, but he knows he can't say no, he does the I don't think it was. I don't think so. Right? And I think that's pretty important to what he's talking about, because he mentions like a lot of people knew about the accusation coming out about Carson, right? In December, right? Because he says December in the stream is when he knew. Okay. So he's saying that, you know, roughly a month before the accusation was aired on Drama Alert, at least 10 people, right? At least 10 people were aware that that accusation was coming out on Carson, which to me, right? Yes, is I don't think so. I don't know. There's a lot of people involved. I mean, I'm sorry, but that sounds pretty fucking orchestrated, right? Like I don't think I'm alone there, am I?
He says it himself, where it can seem orchestrated. Oh, what's up, Svez? Svez became a member.
Svez, thank you. Thanks for becoming a member of the channel.
Appreciate you, Svez. Thank you.
That's like one of the things that's really relevant to me. But
what's up?
I think people, like, it's 3.5 hours long, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, because I got to go to work early in the morning here. I think people should watch that stream, right? And take from it what you will.
Yeah.
It is long, but you're going to get a lot of insight into the type of dishonest person Narrator is, because for 3.5 hours, he continues to change his stance on things, continues to say, I worded things poorly. I don't think so. I don't know. Right. And remember, like, the important thing to this is, it's not just that he's saying that to the orchestrated comment that you made, Aura. He says that to a lot of the shit. But remember, his original goal was he read the first Google Doc and he was going to come out and debunk it all. Right. But now he doesn't actually know. He doesn't remember. He doesn't think so. He worded this poorly. That's it's a fucking shit show and an absolute fucking joke. Right.
Yeah.
I have major issues with what I've seen from that stream, and I think you all should watch it and form your own opinion on Narrator as a person, right?
Yeah.
No, this is definitely coordinated. Bo Black's getting a DM from Noah is just enough to assume they coordinated this against Carson for months. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, like, that's the thing about Narrator. He's such a fucking idiot. He admits to shit that he actually doesn't need to, while denying shit that just, you know, you really can't deny based on what's been presented.
Yeah.
Wording it poorly. Give me time to deflect. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Guys, thanks for tuning into the stream tonight. Wednesday, we are going to be talking about the situation with Chris Hansen, Anonymous Gene. We're going to watch John Swan's video, right? We'll have some other stuff pulled up about Anonymous Gene as well. And I want to go through the whole video with everybody, but I was tempted to do it tonight, except for, you know, we'd already announced this. And I kind of want that video to be out there for at least a couple days. Let some more stuff pop up. That way we have more context for everything. But we'll see. We'll see. I think that if you haven't watched John Son's video on the situation, you absolutely should. You absolutely should watch it. And then we'll give our own reaction and opinion to everything on Wednesday. So yeah, and that'll be the whole stream, unless some other drama comes up, and maybe I'll talk about it briefly. But that is it for today's stream. Expect some videos to be uploaded tomorrow, and we do appreciate all the love and support that we've been gaining recently. It's nice that we don't cover as trending of topics. We still have a lot of people watching the videos now, and I gotta say, I do love all the growth you guys have given us. It's been really incredible to see. And hopefully you stay on us with this journey.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Good night.
Have a good night.
Good luck. Thank you again to Sen for popping onto the stream. And as always, thank my wonderful co-host Aura, who literally strains himself to be a part of this channel, both mentally and physically. Mentally, mostly because of me, and physically because of the back-breaking work I give him with all the thumbnails.